Welcome back to the Game News Show. I know it's been a while, but we've got a weird situation with Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Nintendo just can't not have their games leaked. Let's jump into it. Welcome to the Game News Show, Game News Live. I forgot what we called it, but anyway. First story, Jedi Survivor launched on Friday, and great reviews. Looks phenomenal. But it turns out the launch was pretty rough. Game performance is poor just about everywhere. PC seems to be the worst of it with poor optimization and DRM being a big factor. I saw some people having some issues with that. So we definitely hope that gets patched, which it turns out Respawn put out a tweet with an image yesterday. We'll pull that up in a second. Actually, we'll pull it up right now. Haha. So we've got the patch is coming. It may be hard to read. It's a lot of text. The highlights are the PC patch, performance improvements for non-ray traced rendering. Very cool. That came out on the 1st. And then May 2nd, which is the date we're recording this, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. It's a long list of things that say fixed an issue with various things. Multiple crashes fixed. So a laundry list of problems. The console version I've seen a lot more people have an issue with. That it just isn't up to snuff in areas, frame rate dips, and things like that. So hopefully that gets addressed here too. I really don't know. I'm excited to play it. We just finished up Fallen Order on the stream, but yeah, why do games keep launching like this? I feel like almost every game that has launched, at least this year, from about like mid last year to now, has had major problems. And I get it. Development is already hard enough. And then all of the COVID stuff and remote development introduced some new challenges. But I just feel like QA has gotten the biggest axe across dev environments and development, pipelines. That stuff just isn't tested thoroughly enough. This stuff should have been caught, is my opinion. And I get it. Development's hard. There's a lot of moving pieces here. And I definitely feel for the devs. But this is getting absurd. Like every single game has launched with some major issues, and it's just, I don't know. It's very disappointing. But it looks like there's gonna be some improvements, so that's cool. Let's go on to the next thing. All right, we've got, weirdly enough, SEGA buying Rovio. This is like a week old at this point. A couple of weeks old maybe. I wanted to cover it here anyway though, because I have thoughts on this, but it's weird that this happened. I won't spend too much time on it, but Rovio's the guys that make Angry Birds. They're not owned by SEGA. I guess they're one of up their mobile portfolio, but it's kind of weird because like some of the best SEGA mobile games are like Sonic Dash, and then Sonic Dash 2 I think is the other one. Or the Sonic Forces Speed Battle. Yeah, those are developed by a team called Hardlight. And I don't think SEGA owns them. I think that's a separate company. So it's weird that they would buy a mobile developer that hasn't, I don't know. It's weird. And Angry Birds hasn't been in good public news lately, simply because they renamed the original Angry Birds to Angry Birds Classic, and then tried to make it to where you had to play a remastered version that had everything locked behind microtransactions. Made a lot of people upset. But anyway, yeah, weird decision, weird acquisition, but yeah, SEGA totally owns Angry Birds now. Wild. Moving on. This is a game I have been excited about ever since I learned about it a week ago. It's called Gate Zero. It's an indie game, story-driven, Christian Bible New Testament game where you time travel back in time to learn some secret to grandma's jewelry is the base plot, but it takes place in ancient Jerusalem during the time that Jesus walked the earth. And I think as a Christian, this is awesome. This is the kind of stuff we've been needing to see. The quality of this game looks really good. The website is, it's got a lot of good info on it. I won't go into too much detail, but it should be coming out pretty soon. And I think they're shooting for an end of the year launch, but I don't know. I know that you can not pre-order, but wishlist it on Steam right now. I'm very interested in this game. It gives me family-friendly Assassin's Creed vibes. You get to go back in time, explore the past, except without all of the alt history approach that Assassin's Creed takes, which I like. I mean, I'm into it. It's fictional, but this is cool because it's Bible-based, and we don't see a lot of that. We haven't seen a lot of that done well. If you guys remember NES games back in the day, I think you had like a Bible trivia that was just near impossible anyway because the game was weird. But anyway, I thought it was cool. I wanted to cover it here very, very briefly. Go wishlist it on Steam. That'll help them out. It looks really good. They had a trailer reveal today. I'm pumped. It just looks like it's gonna be a fun game. I'm gonna try to stream it. We'll try to make it happen. All right, let's go into the next thing. We've got the ASUS ROG Ally. We covered this at the beginning of April, so about a month ago. It was leaked that, you know, it's coming, I think, this summer. Well, now we have a price speculation, price leak. It's gonna start at $600 for a 256 gig model, courtesy. We'll just pull up the Verge article while we've got it. So we got 256 gig SSD model for $600, and then a 512 gig model for $700, which, I mean, that's really close to Steam Deck pricing. It's using the AMD Z1 Extreme chip, which, looking at the specs, it looks comparable to the Xbox Series S. The Extreme chipset, which that'll come with the higher storage one, is better. I mean, on paper, the specs are better than an Xbox Series S. So in just 3 years, the Series S is being outclassed by a handheld. That's on paper. That, you know, performance and game optimizations and a lot of other things will come into play. But this is just running Windows. It looks like running Steam. So that's going to be super cool. I'm pretty excited for this. So yeah, leaked information, never good. It'd be nice if, you know, people could get their stuff under control. We'll have more on that in a moment. But yeah, so anyway, that's the ROG Ally. I'm actually looking into this. This looks like a neat device. I don't know if I would like a handheld. I don't play the Switch in handheld mode. I got rid of like my 3DS a while back. I don't know if I'm just not cut out for handheld gaming, but that's where we are. All right, moving on. Big story. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom has leaked. The game is out there both in physical cartridge form and pirated download form. I'm not a fan of this. I don't understand why every single Nintendo game gets leaked 2 weeks early, a week early. Not just stream date being broken, though. Street date being broken. But we have piracy. We have, you know, copies in circulation well before they're supposed to be, thanks to retailers just being lazy. But then we have leakage. We've got a problem here. Like Nintendo, and Nintendo's not the only one, but I feel like every big Nintendo game, literally 2 weeks before launch, 14 days before launch, has a major leak. And I don't understand what's going on. I really don't. I don't know how it's this bad. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, what is Nintendo doing that this always happens? On top of that, retailers leaking it early. I mean, there's a lot of places that are irresponsible. Nintendo has every right to cut those retailers off, but I mean, if it leaks from Walmart, is Walmart really gonna, like, is Nintendo gonna go, well, Walmart can't sell our games anymore? No, that would be terrible business sense for them. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what the solution is. It's really disappointing that we constantly see this happening, and I don't really know what to make of it. All right, moving on. We got some new Fortnite events. Star Wars is back in Fortnite with this new event just in time for Star Wars Day. It actually launched today, so we'll get to experience it some tonight. They added Anakin Skywalker, Padme, and Darth Maul to the game. Really need armed guards for all Nintendo games. Facts. Need to put them under heavy lock and key. But anyway, Fortnite. So yeah, it looks cool. There's like a free tier pass you can get some like cosmetics and stuff from. There's a lot of paid for cosmetics, as is the case for most Fortnite events and free to play game events. And just on a personal note, playing as Anakin will really let you get the feeling of slaying younglings. during Order 66. You know, just use that Anakin skin and just murder those children. Anyway, yeah, it looks cool. We're gonna check that out tonight. All right, other BR news. Apex Legends got a big update coming May 9th. They announced not just a new character, but they've got, excuse me, new character, new progression in weapon XP, so you'll earn XP per weapon, similar to, I think, Call of Duty does the same thing. They're revamping Ranked, which looks really cool. There's a lot of patch notes and stuff out there for that. It's a huge update. And yet, with all this new stuff that they're doing, they still haven't fixed positional audio. They still haven't fixed the frame rate and bumping it up to 120 FPS on modern consoles. And no cross progression. So, yay, new updates, but oof. Like, they're still not doing the things that they should be doing. All right, a device that we saw, I think, earlier this year, February, the Pokemon Go Plus has pre-orders now up. It's $55. You can pre-order it from basically everywhere, and it's releasing on July 17th. Not really sure if I want to get one or not. I don't plan on doing Pokemon Sleep unless you have to. If you have to have this thing, I don't think I will. If you don't have to have this thing, maybe I'll check it out. But we still don't know when Pokemon Sleep is actually releasing, so you can pick up the Pokemon Go Plus July 17th. Go ahead and pre-order it. I think it's sold out in one. I think Best Buy or Amazon sold out, but then they added some more. So yeah, I don't know what to make of this though. It's such a weird device, weirdly named. If anyone still plays Pokemon Go, it might be useful, but I guess it depends on what Pokemon Sleep actually does and if it connects to like Pokemon Home or Go in any meaningful way. All right, last bit of news for today. For some reason, Xbox has opened up a Game Pass or PC Game Pass invite program where you can send 5 invites to your friends to try for a month. Well, let me double check that. I think it's 14 days. Yeah, 2 weeks. You get a 14-day free trial for your friends, which is really cool for you to like pull friends into games like Sea of Thieves or recently released Redfall, which has its own performance issues, but it's not a game that really jives with me. It does not look interesting. Anyway, I won't go off on that tangent, but lots of multiplayer games you can invite your friends to. They don't have to pay anything. You just have to pay for Game Pass and you can send those invites out. It's a cool program. I'm still waiting on the Game Pass family plan though, so I can just share Game Pass costs with my family. Yeah, totally just my family and not my friends who I would also share with. That'll do it for this week's Game News Show. Thanks for checking it out. If you're watching on YouTube after the fact, be sure to smash that subscribe button and help the channel grow. If you're watching on Twitch, we're about to play Fortnite, so hang around. And yeah, that'll do it.